What's up, y'all? Go ahead and wait on a couple of y'all to come on in real quick.
Chillaxing.
Chillaxing. Oh goodness. Listen to some Jinx beat while we get some shit started.
Jugging, I drive, finessing a check. Making this come up is all I detect. Mad at y'all going down just like a sunset. Claiming I'm weak, but that's incorrect. So out of you littles, I trying to impress. Stay in your league and watch where you step. If you try and play me, you gon' get swept. Cause I am a beast and one of the best. I jugging, I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jugging, I jive, whoa. I jugging, I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jugging, I jive, whoa, whoa. I jugging, I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jugging, I jive, whoa. I jugging, I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jugging, I jive, whoa, whoa. I'm a paycheck finesser who never feels pressure. A blue face investor who scores like Manchester. I spit like Sylvester, bars hot as ghost peppers. With flows like a river and a soul cold as winter. My wrist like the artist, your roof shit retarded. I ball just like Harden, instead fresher than the markets. Smooth bread like margarine, but drives are suburban. See, money is the target for this chicken, I'm starving. I'm out of this world looking like Wayne. My beats be sweeter than sugar cane. And homie, that's a no-brainer. Y'all mentally drained. My fingers got the drip, dog, looking like rain. I'm very wordy with this shit like Mark Twain. My style underground, dog, I'm like green. I'm popping off now just like champagne. Running shit in the rap game like a campaign. A jig and a jive, whoa. A jig and a jive, whoa, 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 yeah. A jig and a jive, whoa. And jive, whoa, 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 yeah. Jig and a jive, a jig and a jive, whoa. A jig and a jive, whoa. A jig and a jive, whoa, whoa. Jig and a jive, a jig and a jive, a jig and a jive. Yeah, I jug and I jive, finessing a check. Making this come up is all I detect. Mad at y'all going down just like a sunset. Claiming I'm weak, but that's incorrect. So out of you littles, I trying to impress. Stay in your league and watch where you step. If you try and play me, you gon' get swept. Cause I am a beast and one of the best. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa, whoa. See, I got a fine taste, only for Bombay. Sipping from the top shelf, never low grade. I'm fly as a bird, but built like a plane. Working hard on my game, cause I'm all about the games. Like a bet, I can hang with anybody who's in play. Running circles like a relay around their heads all day. Struck by my wordplay, and here on out, I'm stuck on the wordplay. My pen cuts like a sword, so I guess this is sword play. With or without or with replay. To me, this is horseplay, but really it's my downplay, cause of hateful misplay. This album also has some screenplay, as I wait for the interplay to see what they gon' try to play against me. See your high cards, I will only underplay, so I can come out today with the top play. Yeah, I jug and I jive, finessing the check. Making this come up is all I detect. Mad at y'all going down just like a sunset. Claiming I'm weak, but that's incorrect. So out of you littles, I trying to impress. Stay in your league and watch where you step. If you try and play me, you gon' get swept. Cause I am a beast and one of the best. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa. I jug and I jive, bitch. Yeah, I jug and I jive, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, we here. Random Talk Indie Music Show. Was this Wednesday night? We want to apologize for the late start. You know, Minx had shit to do, so you know you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? But anyway, we are here. It's your girl 759 on the screen, ready to do my thing alongside my co-host, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with the gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay. Everybody's favorite Minx, aka Kiss My Ads. And fuck you very much. Mix Couture, Mix Contour, Mix Cooter. Call it whatever you want to call it. Just don't call it copycat. Do you dig? Or do you dig?
They better dig.
Goddamn right, they better dig. Hey, listen, I don't know if y'all follow us on Instagram, but I dropped another promo earlier. Oh, did you peep it?
No, I haven't even been on
Ah,
And
girl. Yeah. Hold on, I got you. I got you. You hang on a second. Do I
this is
even have
the first
Facebook open?
time that I have not been on social media for the majority of the day.
Oh. Well, yeah. That's right, because you had your thing going on. Look, ladies and gentlemen, just to show y'all how serious I am about this. And you have to invest in your business. As Minx always say, you have to invest in your business. Man, y'all peep this out.
Hottest podcast on prime time. The Random Talkin' Indie Music Show. Monday through Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you dig or do you dig? Live stream worldwide on RTIFshow.com.
Man, listen, when I'm about some promo, for those that don't know, Minx runs all the analytical, technical shit. I do promo. That's what I do. I do the graphics. I do promo.
Data. Straight up data.
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm actually, I'm about to ask you, where did you do that? Because I need to get some traffic.
I'll give you the sauce. I'll give you sauce.
Please do.
I sure will. Hey, look, listen. When you want to sound official, you want to look official, you got to do official shit.
Always.
So, other than the obvious, what's been going on with you?
Well, I spent the majority of my day thinking. I want to definitely say to everybody that has grandparents, damn, babe. That was out my closet. I want to say to everybody that has grandparents. Hello?
Fuck your grandparents. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not cool, dog.
Okay, sis. All right.
Hey. All right, children.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other all day, so. What I have to say to everybody with grandparents is, especially if they're becoming elderly, we have to do better as children, grandchildren, and we have to sometimes enforce our love for them, because they're, the older they get, the more that they feel like they're a burden.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been working with my family, with my grandfather, his house that he's had over for almost 50, 60 years. We needed to do a lot of cleanup, to get the house in shape, where it needs to be. So if you have grandparents and they have a house, ask them if you can do a check on the roof. If they got leaks, ask them if you can send a repair guy over there for an estimate.
Right.
Don't wait for the last minute, because then you'll be like me, trying to fix and clean and get everything in tip-top shape. And of course, as a small business owner, if I don't work, I lose money. And I don't care if I go broke for my grandfather. I really don't care. But for everybody else, you want to nip a lot of bad habits in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely say I was blessed to have to be in that situation to help my grandfather, and tiring, but this will be going on for the rest of the week. So until Friday, anyone that's trying to reach out to me to work, I will not be available until next week. I'll just let y'all know.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, family first.
I gotta do it, because, I'm a person that really, when I roll up and people want to talk shit, and this is to my family members that want to talk shit, and you're not there and you don't know what the fuck is going on, I'll throw shade at y'all real quick. Where the fuck were y'all today? That's what I want to say. Where the fuck was y'all today? Because I know where I was. As y'all see, I'm on my show, no makeup on. This is Minx with no contact lenses. My eyes are dark brown. I have no makeup on, no wigging. This is my regular self. So I'm chilling, and I just want everybody to know that I really do love what I do. That I came on here right after cleaning out my grandfather's house. So
And just so y'all know, for the record, I offered Minx,
yeah, she was like, "You ain't got." I said, "Look,
you ain't got to do a show because I know you're going to need to decompress. You're going to need to take that mental. And of course, Gina hasn't seen you all day. So
well,
she's going to be all under you.
Gina was on FaceTime with me all day.
Oh, shit.
Okay. She didn't want to hear shit. Mommy, you taking that? Can I have that? Can you bring that home? Can you bring that? Can you bring that? I was like, damn, I ain't at Home Depot, but it felt like it.
You're right.
But I will say, I feel really, for the people that go to the city dump in the Bronx, you're welcome. We got rid of a lot of new things. And I was posting earlier today, cassette tapes that I found. And I obviously took it because I wasn't going to send that to the dump. And
of course not.
I tagged Erykah Badu because I have 2 cassettes of hers now in my possession. And I was in shock that they are in crispy, pristine condition.
Tell me you have a tape deck.
I do. I do.
I think we're the last 2 people that still have one.
I actually posted it on Twitter. That's why I was calling you because I wanted you to see it. But these were, and these are the little epiphanies that I was having. I said, back in the day, we didn't have Spotify playlist curators. You sat at the tape deck.
You were the curator.
You were. And it was so cool, like, to take a tape and see my grandmother's handwriting because she was our family's curator. Okay.
Mm.
So to see the tapes that she made and I see her handwriting and, the little notes that she left, they're just so sentimental. I was like, I can't throw this shit out. Are you kidding? But I have some Teddy Pendergrass,
Ooh.
I got, so people on Twitter was like, yo, I know you got a sick ass collection. I was like, this is not even, I didn't even bring all the tapes home. This is just one box, one box of tapes.
Hell, that's enough. You got more than most people have now.
Yo.
I still have my original. You remember when soundtracks on tape were cool? I still have the original Belly soundtrack tape.
Me too, somewhere.
I was cleaning out the box where I had my Nintendo 64 in, and I picked it up. I said, "Look at this shit here." I got an old Salt and Pepper CD. I got a Jesus. Is it Belle Biv DeVoe or is it Jodeci? Anyway, yeah, tapes. Old school tapes. Even the old tapes that my mom's ex-husband used to have. I don't know how and why he got these tapes, but it was like it came in like a tape book where if you ever opened it, it had tape. I took those tapes, recorded all of them. They were like some type of motivational speaking tapes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and they were like 3 hours long on each side. So I was like, oh yeah, gold mine mixtape. So I took you took the paper, you took the little piece, chewed it, wired it up, stuck it in the tape. Or if you didn't have the Scotch tape, you took the little wire tape, you stuck it in a little hole.
Well, I'm about
over that shit.
I'm about to blow your mind.
Uh-oh. What we about to do?
It's not Throwback Thursday yet, so we're going to say it's Way Back Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
In the flesh.
I'm with it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you something that you've probably never seen in your life. And this is the tape deck.
Oh, my God.
This is actually, and a lot of people, I was explaining it on Twitter, but.
Is that Peabo Bryson?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
Yes, ma'am. See that?
That's not Peabo. Hold on.
Hold on. That's, I think, Gerald Albright, I think.
Oh, I don't know him.
So, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
look like Peabo Bryson.
Back in the day, this is a Toshiba original tape deck. And when you wanted to listen to the radio, you had to pop in that little cassette because that had the dials that you needed in order to listen to the radio.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
And do you see this condition?
Yes.
Condition is, it actually still works. It's in pristine condition. Now, what I had tagged, who was this? Erykah Badu. Okay, no, this is Quincy Jones.
Quincy, my man.
This is Quincy Jones.
Yo, listen, if y'all haven't already, speaking of Quincy, on Netflix, watch his documentary. That shit is, oh my God, I was glued.
Damn.
I have a whole new respect for that man. Like, we can all take a page from his book. Go ahead.
So we got, mind you, all these are in pristine condition, right?
Come on, Quincy. All right.
I had to tag.
Gap Band. Okay.
Gap Band. I had to tag Erykah Badu. Where is it?
Uncle Sam, I see him.
Oh, yeah, that shit was funny because I was like, Gina found one of my old teddy bears, and this tweet says, I found one of my old teddy bears and showed it to my little one. Now she won't give it back. So here's the Erykah Badu one.
Ooh.
That is one of them.
That's the first joint, ain't it?
That's Erykah Badu live.
Oh.
And the one next to it is her original joint.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. You got a gold mine right there.
This really, I really felt some kind of way. Like, I feel special to have it. But I just wanted to show y'all, like, yo, like, your grandparents, don't just sell shit because it's worth something.
Right.
I think that, a lot of people were hitting me up and saying, oh my God, you should sell that. That shit must cost mad money. I'm like,
it's too valuable. It's too valuable to just sell it.
Yeah, everything is not for sale, but I'm happy to have the ownership of it. And I tagged Erykah Badu. Hopefully she sees it to let her know that my grandfather is one of her biggest fans.
Well, when my grandmother passed, she had a lot of music that my uncle has. He pretty much, I think he bought her like quite a few of those. So I guess he, went on and got them. But she had some Otis Redding. She had MC Hammer, like all of his albums. He had like 2 or 3. Even the Addams Family soundtrack, which I wanted, but I had the tape, so it was all right. She had all the Heavy D. I told you how big of a fan she was of Heavy D. She had all his albums. She had Lattimore and a whole lot of other stuff. Like her deck was full of stuff. She still had a 8-track player upstairs. She had a 45 upstairs.
Damn.
She had a museum of sorts. But yeah, stuff like that. I wish that, I could have, like you said, just have it in your possession so you can treasure that. Cause that's history right there.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand. Like, yeah, that's why I don't like really like funerals, wakes and all that crazy shit, because everybody just thinks about, what they want.
What you're going to get. Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that shit.
I didn't want anything out of my grandmother's house, but I did get a picture of her when she worked at this neighborhood store, and she was the manager of the store. And I remember going in there when I was young. I did get a small picture of her, and I got 2 of these lamps that are like so. I'm gonna have to take a picture and show them to you. Like, I don't even know the name, the maker of them, but they look so expensive. Like they're just sitting in the pantry chilling. I haven't plugged them up or nothing. It goes with nothing. It doesn't match nothing. Like, it's so old looking. I didn't want to give them up. And I have one of her tables right here. So
back in the day, when it comes to furniture, fixtures, like all that stuff, you can just tell, like, they last long. Because these people that made them, these were like artisans. Like, they were really creating these timeless pieces that we call antiques. And then you go to Walmart and get yourself a little fucking dresser. That shit falls apart after a year. Because it's just so poorly made. That's why, like me, everybody used to laugh at me because I used to love going to antique shops. And it really wasn't about, trying to, keep a piece of history. It's just that I'd like to have shit that don't fall apart after a while.
Right. And this table that I have behind me, she's had this table since I was a little girl.
Damn.
I was a little girl when I saw it. It was a whole set. It was two end tables, in the living room, in the coffee table. It was two end tables that had the lamps on. I don't know what happened I think the coffee table broke and somebody got an end table. I don't know what happened, but I got the other end table. That's been around since I was little.
Wow.
I'm not getting rid of that table. I don't care where I move. I don't care if the whole house is stainless steel. I'm not getting rid of that table.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, there was a lamp that we had, and it was such a beautifully crafted lamp that when my mom moved, because I'm a person that when it's time to move, I don't like to think about shit that I got to save. I just want to throw everything out and start new. I don't like to get shit that has a sentimental value. If my whole thing, my mindset is that if it don't have my social on it and it don't have my driver's license number on it or banking info, toss it. Okay. And that's one of the big problems that we have as adults is that we're afraid to let go of shit. We're afraid to, or some people they like to buy shit and they keep buying shit and then they're not understanding that, that is literally hoarding.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous to do that. I mean, I'm a person like Gino and I, we're like, he collects shit and I collect shit. And then of course, Gina collects shit. And, after a while, like our house is looking like a fucking museum. So I'm a person that I can part with things. Gino, he can part with things, but Gina, what?
Yeah, no, that's attachments. Those are emotional attachments and everything.
Well, that's why I say, from my walks of life, I've lost everything.
Yeah.
Gained everything back better. But I understood the true value of things when I saw that, damn, I have to choose between this bag and that bag. And if I don't minimize my stuff, I can't have a place to sleep tonight. So I get that aspect. And what really sucks is that there are a lot of people out here that don't really believe in minimizing anything, and they get storage and then they take that storage where they go. And it's just an unnecessary expense.
Yeah.
I definitely want to let everybody know on this episode that, life is too short and you can't take it with you. All this shit you cannot take with you. So part with the things you don't need, give to those who could use, and keep your cassette tapes and vinyls.
Right. Always keep your cassette tapes and vinyls.
Keep that. And that again made me sit there and think, and I said, yo, I physically have a piece of history.
Right. And it still works.
It still works.
Pull up that tape deck again. I got to see that again. Pull that back up.
It still
my
works.
goodness.
It's still in pristine condition. And why don't we have physical copies of our own shit?
Right. You see now, record labels are starting to put music on vinyl. I mean, it's been around for a while, but now it's like if people want a physical copy, it's only going to be on vinyl. There's no CDs, there's no tapes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish we can go back to CDs and tapes, but they're making everything to where you can't. There's no DVD player, there's no CD player. Everything is either flash drive or on your cell phone.
Oh, wait, I forgot to show you this one. Hold on. Where is it? This one? Nope.
Oh, blank screen.
Not the one. That's not the one. This
That
one.
ain't it.
This one.
Oh, your camera went out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, like I can't see you.
Why did you do that, Minx? I'm trying to find something. No, that ain't it. Okay. Now I was trying to find this picture. I was going to show you what I was talking about when it comes to, the parents, our grandparents and stuff, like how they were the original curators. This is when you were a kid, this is what you saw. That's what you saw. Yo, grandma.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
That's what you saw.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if we can get some John Coltrane. Uh-huh. Unforgettable Nat King Cole. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Grover Washington Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. Some of that I can't see.
Yeah, some of them, Stanley, who is this joint? Dreams, Lush Life, Afro Blue, Radisson, Rolling Kick, Bessie. These are old.
Georgia on My Mind.
Yeah, those are old, like really old.
Cosmic Traveler. Okay.
And then this is the tape deck.
Golly.
Toshiba. Toshiba. And it still works. I was very surprised. All I had to do was put the batteries in it, and it was perfect. I was like, this is so crazy.
And the tape didn't warble and sound all warped?
No, it sounded crispy.
Damn, like you just recorded it.
And a lot of these, let's say records are remastered. They're remastered from analog to a more supreme analog, so that the quality is just so warm. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't sound too digital.
Right.
I hate that. Like
it wasn't like reworked and reworked and reworked and reworked. Yeah.
Just that warmth was just so beautiful. But
that oomph.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna get the rest of my because I couldn't bring them all today. I had to bring like maybe 2 suitcases, but I'm gonna get the rest, and you guys are gonna be in shock with some of these records that are in there.
Damn. See, now I'm a little jealous. See, now I want some tapes. I'm gonna pull out my tapes and show y'all what I got going on.
Yo, we got to do that.
I've got a ton of vinyl, but it isn't mine. It belongs to Wiz. He's yet to come get his shit. So
shame on you.
They mine now. No, actually, they're his, and some belong to his father. So I can't just take his shit like that. But yeah, we got a lot of history. We got to preserve that, and for people, especially for young children like Gina, that came up in the touchscreen world and Spotify and streams, perfect learning opportunity right there. Like, this is what we had to do. We didn't have to depend on streams. We sold these tapes out of our car, at school, in our book bags. We sold them at lunchtime. We had CDs. We did this. We had to copy this tape, copy this tape, copy this tape. And then when you recorded on the radio, you had to hurry up and hit that pause button before the DJ started talking, when you had DJs that introduced the song and told you what you were listening to. Now, it's just playlist, hit play, walk out the room.
Yeah, and then telling your fans to keep playing the same fucking song over and over and over again.
And ads on top of ads on top of ads on top of ads.
On top of ads.
Oh my gosh.
I literally,
if I hear that damn O'Reilly's Auto Parts damn ow at the end, yo, that shit's I hate that.
Facts. But what I have to say is that, again, life is beautiful and life is entirely way too short. And just, check on your loved ones, check on your gramps if they're still alive.
Yeah,
and
please do.
Even your neighbors, they just check on them. Just see if they need anything.
Yeah, lucky for y'all. Some of y'all still have y'all grandparents. I never met my grandfather. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when he was around. But yeah, I love to hold on to the memories that I do have of my grandma, and because I lived right behind her for a long time, I can take solace in knowing that she taught me a lot, and I have some things of her that she will always be around. So.
Right.
Yeah, I just wish I had some of her tapes though. My uncle took them joints a hard ass to Roanoke. I was like, yo, Unc, let me get some Baby Dino. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into today's good old topics.
Yes, ma'am.
So, here we go. Dr. Dre and his wife, they said, fuck it. We divorcing. Irreconcilable differences, aka he's cheating. He's been beating. Well, I don't know if he's been beaten, but we know he's had a history of being abusive. We can't assume that he's been abusive towards his wife, but she is looking for a record-breaking $400 million and spousal support. Is she getting that $400 million or not?
Well,
and they've been together for 24 years. So we just go ahead and put that out. Dre is estimated at $800 million. She's estimated at $13 million. She's a lawyer. He's who he is. Let's discuss.
Well,
their children are grown, so there's no child support. He has 4 other children from another woman or women, so there's nothing on that end.
Interesting.
So 24 years, she's looking to recoup $400 million plus spousal support. Is she getting that $400 million or not with no prenup?
I think that she is going to get half of everything.
She gonna pull a Johnny Carson?
Probably.
The wife got half of all his shit. Because Johnny Carson, that's
shouldn't she be entitled to half? I mean, my whole mentality of something is that I don't want, like, if I'm in a relationship with someone and because you got his net worth, you got my net worth, and we have our net worth. I think what needs to be split is our net worth of what we accumulated and what we brought into the relationship.
Well, while I agree, in this instance, it's kind of hard to, say how much she has contributed to his success and all that. But once again, she is a lawyer and she knows her law. I'm not sure which law she practices, but either way, Dre ain't looking good for you, bro. I say... And then too, she's got a lifestyle that she's accustomed to, so he's got to keep that up. I say this, like, sometimes it's okay to downsize. You don't have to have a 10-room mansion. You don't have to have the big pool. You don't have to have all this extra dumb shit. Bitch, if you don't downsize and get yourself a nice little condo, it's just gonna be you.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just me.
That's just me. Are their kids grown?
Kids are grown. They're like 24, 27, something like that.
Oh, so then what's the problem?
Yeah, they grown. Grown. Well, I don't know if they're that old, but they're over 18.
Okay, then yeah, that's whack.
They're over 18. She's looking for $400 million plus spousal support. I do agree. She should get that spousal support.
Well, that's why I say what sucks about being a celebrity is that you get these regular people so used to the lifestyle that yes, you do have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be fucked up. Like if we going on a yacht and then we break up and we've been going on yachts for 10, 15 years. And then now you're telling me now I got to take like
a kayak,
a fucking city bus.
You better take the ferry, bitch.
You can't get people like, that's why I said that particular lifestyle. We really have to think about, even if you're a regular person. That's why I'd be looking at these comments from these dudes, and it's mostly dudes that have like these dumbass, oh well, she was money hungry. Like, again,
she's been with this man for 24 years. He's been in the game for at least 30. So she's been around for most of his career.
Well, this is what bothers me about regular people getting into rich people shit. Okay. Now, I know rich people, and I'm not talking wealthy. I know rich people that have a couple of commas in their bank account. Now, what bothers me is that when you have people that are regular, that are putting in their input just because a woman gets divorced or she calls for divorce and she is asking to be financially supported. When you break up with someone and they are the mother of your child or they are the father of your child and you guys built your life together, you think, like, first of all, marriage is a fucking contract. It's a contractual agreement. we both decided that we wanted to make this the real thing. And when you make it a real thing, your name is legally on shit, just like my name is legally on shit. So when we break up, just like with any business contract or agreement, a marriage is an agreement. So when you break the contract, then you have to pay out the monetary gains and also take losses, because this is what you've accumulated as a business together, because that's what marriage is. Now, if you love someone, this is why I never could understand. I am divorced, right? So my whole thing is that I didn't plan to get married to get divorced. I planned to get married for it to be a forever fucking thing. And he didn't have the same idea. So, of course, as a woman, it's embarrassing, you know? You had people come to witness that you wanted to marry this person, even though your friend said this nigga wasn't shit. And then you go and you get married and you got it, you know, you're in it for a year. And then you're just like, I want out. I want quits. And then you're only worried about, just like with most people that are in relationships and they don't want to get out of it. It's just because you exposed your relationship to social media for so long that if you come out and you say, look, I don't want to do this shit no more, your only fear is what people are going to say, not on what is best for you. And I hate that. That's why I say to Gino, look, you can put pictures of me. I don't care if you put pictures of me online. But if something happens to us, God forbid, I mean, you're going to be deleting for days. I'm not, because I don't put my personal business online. But back to these two, I think that she's entitled until you dudes, oh, she was probably only married to him for his money. No, bitch, that's what a relationship is.
That's what it is. And prior to meeting Dre, she had married a basketball player. I don't think he's really well known like that, but he was an NBA player. So
they're equating that. See, that's why I could never, when chicks used to always tell me about some basketball player that they wanted to be a wife to, I was like, I could never marry no basketball dude.
They're the biggest whores.
Not even that. I'll dunk on his dumb ass. Like,
you shut up. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Like, hey, real quick. What is that in the sky? What? The J.
Oh, goodness. Like, yeah, what's up? Check the ball.
By the way, I thought, I've been rotating all week on the different platforms that we are on, and I've been rotating, and today we are on the dreaded Station Hunt.
Excuse me? We're where?
We are on the dreaded Station Hunt.
All right, then.
It's an articulate show, but that's cool.
Yeah.
We said every platform we taking over.
We tried, but these motherfuckers. Anyway.
But the way I look at it, I'm like, anybody that tunes in, they just hearing our show. I am not trying to get involved in none of the politics. However, I am excited that I have no clipping and no chopping on my new phone.
Yeah. Now, shake that device. Shit. But yeah, so they reached out to Dre for comment. Of course, he had none. And I guess people going to be tuned in to see what happens. Like Martin Lawrence said on Run Tell That, he said to an audience member, he said, what if me and you was going out together? We got married and some shit didn't work out. And let's say I'm coming in the game with 300 mil and you coming in with a bag. You still think you deserve some of that 300 mil? And the girl was like, yeah, if we weren't married. He was like, yeah, you be walking away too with that empty ass bag. Damn, you could at least put something in his bag.
That's crazy.
But
the fact that people get married and get into relationships for these reasons is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't. That's the.
Oh, thank you, David. I hope it fits, and I hope you enjoy it. And I thank you so much for hooking, for hooking us up. With this.
We didn't even do Mix's Manifestation Monday. We really totally skipped over that.
No, not even that. It's my manifestation is for the beat what is it? A to the most beat judging and giving away $50 for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
So we completed that, and next week I plan to buy some merch. I got to get something from Tony Grand's.
Definitely getting some Tony Grand's next week.
100%. And he got some good shirt. I'm not gonna front though.
I wanna get a coffee cup and I wanna get a shirt.
Tony Grand's.
Shout out to the homie Tony Grand's though.
Yo, he's out here moving.
For real.
And I take my hat off to him because he always says all the time that I hate when people say this, but you know, he said that I motivated him to, you know, pretty much review how he was getting the bag, and now he's getting a bigger bag, and that's what I'm here for.
Motivational
I'm
mix.
here to
Look
give
at you.
y'all- I'm here to give y'all ideas, and if my ideas resonate or helps you manifest your shit, and you giving me props for that, I appreciate that. And also to knock on wood, I am super excited because, and I'm knocking on wood so y'all can hear.
Good night, David. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. David Lasky was actually my second car sale that I've ever had in life.
Really?
He's been rocking with me ever since.
And that's a friend right there.
Oh, no. Not even that. Yo, David was one of the most difficult customers I've ever
Oh
had.
my gosh. Of course.
What?
It's always the most difficult people that you tend to like the best.
What it was that, you know, I think that he was concerned about the deal that he was getting. And I said, look, I want you to come in and I'll work this deal with you. And he came in with his beautiful children, his beautiful family. And he was like, I don't care about anything we said on the phone. I'm taking it today. Okay. I was in shock. Like everyone was like, oh my God, you're not going to sell this car. I said, yes, I am, because I know that he's a sweetheart somewhere. I know he's just very frustrated. He just doesn't understand what's going on because they keep giving him bullshit. And I told him, look, I don't want to waste your time. Just come in and let's work this. And he came in and I'm super happy. And I've known David for years. So I appreciate him and all of his support that he's ever given me, and always looking out for your homegirl when I ain't had shit.
Oh.
Yes, he's a real good friend.
Hold on. I gotta give you the proper.
I know what you're gonna do. I was like, I know what you're gonna do. Oh. Shout out to David Lasky.
Stop being so dog. Stop being so doggone. Just why you gotta be so hard on people? It's always the ones that give you the most trouble that you just seem to like. Like, I don't know what it is about you. You are a thorn in my side, but I like you.
I love the challenge. And speaking of,
just difficult people.
I had such a dope conversation with my dad last night.
Hi, Dad.
Round trip ticket on a plane.
I ain't flying. Fuck
But
that.
listen, round trip ticket, $59.
Ooh. I'll meet you down there.
I kid you not. He's like, I said, $59. I said, yeah. He's like, yeah, $59 round trip. I'll put you in a hotel. Come on, just come on down. I was like, if I can use any more incentive to come down there, the fact that I snagged a couple of suitcases from my grandfather's house.
Oh shit. Oh, you had plan. Oh, you plotting.
Look, if anybody could manifest anything, I literally said to the universe, if I'm meant to go down south, I'm going to go down south. And I made it out with 2 hard case covers. So suitcases. So I think this is going to be a trip.
I'll meet you down there. I don't fly.
2 hours from New York down there.
Yeah, I don't fly. I don't leave the ground for shit.
You don't fly? You've never taken a plane?
Nope.
Damn.
I've looked at planes. I've seen them take off. I've been inside of one while it wasn't moving. I don't leave the ground.
No, I will definitely say it is, if you are claustrophobic like me, that shit is a mind fuck. Because the whole time, first time I took a plane, I just kept saying to myself, what if this shit crashes?
Worst case scenario, and that's the one thing I'm afraid of. I'm deathly scared of heights. I can't.
I'm more afraid of a car accident than I am a plane crash.
Well, you got a chance with a car accident. You don't with a plane accident.
Nope.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
Amtrak, baby. I love you.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Nope. I love you. Amtrak is my homie. Even a Greyhound. I'll take a fucking Greyhound before.
Oh, I also
Nope.
want to let social media know as well. I have natural eyebrows. So people seem to think I have natural eyebrows because people be writing to me, why do you do your eyebrows like? Because I think I'm an Egyptian.
Oh my God.
I think that I am Egyptian vampire from maybe 8 centuries ago.
Oh,
So that's
Lord.
why my look is the way that it is. And if you don't like it, too bad, because I don't have to sit on your face. And you
Oh.
don't have to sit on mine.
Mm.
So F yourselves. Stop talking about my look. I came here fresh-faced.
Mm.
Oh, that was real harsh. That was real harsh. Damn, man.
That was awful.
You don't have to sit on my face, and I don't have to sit on yours.
Damn.
But it's the truth. It's the truth.
Oh Lord. Don't be sitting on people's faces, Minx. That ain't nice.
Yeah, it's not nice. I don't plan on doing that with any of you mofos. But it's just the facts, I got people always talking about my fucking look as if it matters. This bitch went off.
You know what? But I give it to you for coming in fresh face, glasses on, and all that whole get up because
My mouth.
I love the Malcolm X frames, but it gives women, please, just love yourself naturally. You don't have to cake yourself with makeup. You don't have to put on someone else's hair. You don't have to put eyelashes on top of eyelashes that already exist. What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
Like, you have eyelashes as it is. Why are you going to glue dustpans on your eyelids? I never understood the reason for doing that. And you have to blink all super hard just to, I never understood that.
I think it's because they want to look like a snuffleupagus.
The snuffleupagus.
Bird. Snack bird.
Bruh.
Take that shit off your eye, man. I can understand. I can understand if you want to wear some contact lenses. You want to switch it up, and you might want to put on a little shake and go wig. But honey, you don't have to do that. I don't wear not one piece of makeup because it tears my face up. I can't wear it. I don't pluck off my eyebrows and draw some more on. I don't tattoo them on. I don't have to.
All that.
I don't have time. I don't like that.
By 12 o'clock this afternoon, because I went, my mom was like, look, just make sure you come comfortable, whatever. I said, okay. Look, by the time 12 o'clock came around, okay, and I'm cleaning, there's no AC, there's nothing, we're just cleaning out junk. And I had my gloves on, and I go to wipe the sweat off, and my eyebrows went right with it. I said, well, that's a wrap. I was like, damn.
See?
Yo, my eyebrows are on my arm. And the dude was like, you okay? I said, why? What happened? I looked in the mirror. I said, oh, shit. I looked like I was confused.
My mom is in the other room dying right now.
I looked confused as fuck. Like, where the hell is my other eyebrow? Right on my arm.
See, that's why I don't waste my time plucking shit and then have to draw them back on. Like, what is the damn point?
Yo, I definitely wasn't wearing a wig today. I tell you that much.
And this is coming from a former healthcare worker. Okay, I'm working 8, 12, sometimes 16 hours a day. My face constantly itches when I have one. Right when I'm getting ready to do some work, your face itches, your head itch, your ass itch. You gotta scratch. But you have on gloves. You got the face mask. Whatever it is you got to do. Ain't nobody got time to be busting a sweat and half your face is on your shirt because you're just dripping sweat trying to do your job. Nobody's got time for that.
I'll tell you one thing. I even stay away from hair color as well. Because
I've seen someone's hair color come off.
Yo, there was an incident. I was in high school, and my mom always had like jet black hair. So we're at the salon, and the lady's like, "Mommy, listen, your hair is like resisting, you know. So I have to use like blue." My mom's like, "Blue?" She's like, "It's like a midnight blue, but we mix it with the black, and then it's gonna make your hair like real black." And she's like, "As long as it's black, I don't give a fuck."
Blah.
So we sitting in the fucking joint, because mind you, my hair was down to my knee, so that was a long time sitting under the dryer. So
Mm-hmm.
by the time we came out, my mom's looking laid and slayed. I'm looking all laid and slayed. My mom's like, "You hungry?" I said, "Yeah, I'm hungry. I want some McDonald's." She said, "Okay." So we outside, and she's taking 100 million hours to get her visor and all that shit together. And while we're driving, I started noticing that she was sweating, and her whole side of her face was blue. So I said, Mom, and she's like, "What happened?" And she looks at me. I said, look at your hair." So she looks, she had streaks of sweat from her scalp,
Oh.
and it was all blue. So she goes back to the goes back to the salon. She goes, "Mommy, look at this." She goes, "Oh no, that's blue. That is not black."
No shit. Dumbass, no shit. Where did you get your license?
No, they didn't rinse it out good.
Oh.
And
Whoops.
then the next day she woke up, her whole side of her face was swollen. I said,
Oh,
Mom,
the dye got to her pores.
Mom,
See.
when we get our new mansion, what color is the paint gonna be, black or blue?
It's gonna be like a little bit of black, but a little bit of blue. Oh
I stay
no.
clowning her about that, because her, like, for years, her scalp, like every time her gray hair would grow out, is blonde.
Yeah.
And then it's blue, like it's like a greenish hue.
I've seen some older ladies that they've dyed their hair to the point where it looked green.
Yeah.
Like Grinch green.
Yeah, that's how my mom's was. And I saw her today, and she was walking in the sun, to say hi to Gina. I said, "Mom, your hair is blonde." And she goes, "No, this is just my hair. Like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. That's not hair anymore."
That's the sun bleach.
Yep. She says, as long as, because she does her work from home, so she uses Zoom a lot. She goes, as long as my face is in the camera, I know they're not going to really care. But I stopped dyeing my hair because my hair, I used to dye it jet black. Now my hair turns green when it grows out.
Yeah, no, I've never colored my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I have no plans. It's turning colors naturally. I'm not dyeing it.
Yeah, my hair is gray, and I'm cool with that. I'm not ready to look my age.
I'm not ready for it either, but
Can I look 34 for about a year, please? Like,
can I not look like I'm in my 40s already? Jesus.
I don't even know. Like, me personally, I got to the point, I said, I got the man, so I don't have to really go that crazy no more.
I don't even care if I got one or not. I'm just, it just is what it is.
No, but Gino be making me laugh, because he'll be on my Instagram, and I'll post a picture, and I don't say, like, "Look, babe, you like this?" And he'll be like, "That's a nice picture." And I'm like, "What is that supposed to mean?"
Mm-mm.
No, that's a nice picture. I said, "Okay, well, what is that supposed to mean? Is it because it's too, like," he's like, "All I said, it was a nice picture." I was like, "You fucking Libras, man. Like, yeah."
Look, listen. Hold on. What you're not going to do, ma'am. I'm going to do this one more time. What you will not do when we say it looks nice, take it and leave it alone. Don't ask for no. Don't ask for clarification. Don't ask to expound on that answer. Don't ask to what's another word for expound? Extend the answer. It's a nice picture. Just take it and say thank you and go on about your day. Don't keep asking questions, because then you're going to want us to lie.
I just have one question. What does it mean?
It means what it means. The picture was nice. What more do you want? Jesus.
Libras, what does it mean? Y'all just have so many empty answers. Like, I just want to
What
know
was empty about what he said?
because I think, you know what it is? Because it's been with my aunt. It was been with my uncle. I had to deal with my brother today with his Libra shit. Okay.
I used to tell my mom all the time, Mom, don't do this. So I remember when she had she had a gastric surgery. She lost some weight and she was looking, cute, and she wanted to take some pictures. So I told her, I said, honey, when I tell you that you look like Halle Berry, girl, and we know how pretty Halle Berry is, baby, when I tell you you look like Halle Berry, see,
It made her feel good.
it made her feel real good.
I can't.
Get this shit off of here. Listen. But when you ask a question, you're pretty much gonna get a straight answer. It just depends. It depends on the circumstance, and it kind of depends on the person. But if you ask me, how does this picture look? Don't do that. No, we're not gonna do that. But if you just ask a general question, how does this picture look? And he says, nice picture. That's what it is. It's a nice picture.
Mm-hmm.
There's no extra. There's no and. There's no but. There's no or. There's no however. There's none of that. It's a nice picture.
But you know what? I will say one thing, and this is to all the dudes that are on my social media. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's some dudes that don't give a fuck that you have a man, and they will put heart eyes and all that inappropriateness on your comments. See, the dudes that I have as friends on social media, they don't do that. And I appreciate that. I could take a nice photo and I don't have to worry about niggas putting hard eyes and shit. Cause now I got to check you. Like, hey, you can't do that. Don't put no hearts or heart eyes. If you're going to put an emoji, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. So I'm just so happy that I don't have to tell them that. Like, the majority of them have respect. But that's on Instagram, not Facebook. Because I'm getting phone calls. Every time I put up a picture, I get phone calls, FaceTime calls. I'm like, I have one question for you motherfuckers. What balls do you have on someone you have never spoke to FaceTime them?
Excuse me?
Yeah. They call me all hours of the night. So I write back like, how can I help you? How can I help you? It's 2:00 in the morning. How can I help you? Are you interested in an artist consultation? Are you interested in having your music reviewed on my show? Are you interested in an article write-up? Are you interested? What is your Cash App? Oh, I ain't trying to talk about all that. Then what the fuck are you trying to talk up to? Like, what do you want to talk about at 2:00 in the morning? There's dick.
Oh.
Block.
Oh, hell no.
I don't get it. It's like mostly men overseas. What do y'all, this is what I want to know. When you call someone, a complete stranger, on Facebook Messenger, what do you expect this face-to-face conversation to be?
My love, I love you. I want to take you away from your man and take you to my country, and you will be a princess. I will give you, slave.
I am a Nigerian prince.
I am your Nigerian prince. I'm your dream come true. I will take you from your man, and I will shower you with all the gold and jewels you will possibly want, and I will give you all the babies.
I'm like,
I don't want, no, leave me here. Leave me alone.
It's 2:00 in the afternoon where you at, and it's 2:00 in the morning where I'm at. I don't know you. I've never spoke to you a day in my life. What the fuck do you want? And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, the fuck you not sorry.
Fuck off!
I'm like, who are you?
Good night. Hang up. Click. Oh, what about that guy that was on your Facebook? He was like, I would like to be part of your crew. You are so pretty. I would like to be a bruh. If you don't get a glass of water and sip on your thirsty ass.
That shit was very weird.
That was kind of cringy.
But I will say, start on Monday. I will be tasting Nutella on our show.
I'm glad you said that. So now I have to go get some.
You've never had it too, right?
Oh, I have. I like it.
Oh, okay. So this
Yeah,
is
it's crazy because I don't like hazelnuts, but I like Nutella.
I don't want anyone to think that I just jumped the gun based off of talking about a dude and then talking about Nutella. Okay, that wasn't what it just came to me. I thought about it because I was like, yo, I know there was something I wanted to do, and that's what it was. So
Right.
it just came to me because I have so much stuff on my plate and on my brain. So yes, Nutella challenge Monday. Minx Couture will be trying Nutella for the first time. Does she barf or does she love it? We will find out then.
But
And
you have to don't just get the jar. You have to get the little. Go to the grocery store. They should have them like near the register. Get the little cups with the little sticks. They only taste good with the sticks.
exactly what I have.
Yeah, they only taste good with the sticks.
The only thing that sucks is that, Gina was so excited. She's like, Mommy, I can't wait to try this with you. And I was like, you're allergic to hazelnut.
Oh,
She can't have
damn.
hazelnut. She can't have grains. She can't have whole grains. She's allergic to wheat. And I'm like, what? Like fucking cyborg child is this?
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know. I was like, I'm like, you're breastfed, so I don't get that. I don't understand
Right.
how you are allergic to this shit. And we found out that she was allergic to this when she had Cheerios as a kid.
The wheat and the Cheerios.
And she broke out in this crazy hive. So here we are thinking, okay, maybe that was just an infant thing.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she'll grow out of it.
My girl went and snuck into the fridge and stole some Nutri-Grain bars, and she was
Uh-oh.
chewing on them shits for a whole day. And woke up the next morning. I have pictures, and her whole neck and face and everything just hives.
Ugh,
I
man.
said, "What did you eat?" And she says, "I don't know, Mommy. Let's try to figure this out." I said,
She's so smart.
So I said, "Oh, you ate Nutri-Grain bars?" And she's like, "Yeah, the strawberry ones. Those are really good." I said, "You can't eat that." And she
You
said,
can't eat those.
"That's not fair." I said, "Life's not fair. See, I'm allergic to penicillin. Mommy could die.
Right.
So if I have a really bad infection, I can die because it's either or. I'm going to die either way.
Right.
So I can't have that."
Well, I'm glad I grew out of my little childhood bullshit ass allergy. According to my mom, I was allergic to blueberries for a while, but I love blueberries.
My sister's allergic to bananas.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I wonder what's in bananas that make you allergic to them, because it's like,
I didn't know what it was. However, we found out that her potassium was dangerously low. And the doctor was like, "Oh, have you eaten the bananas?" She says, "I'm allergic to that. I told you that shit already. I can't eat that. I'll die."
what is not in her chart that she's allergic to bananas, that he would know that?
You know what it is? And this is what I hate about doctors. That there's actually a dope ass thread on Twitter that I saw of Black doctors that we need to get into contact with, because I think that doctors today, they don't have the same hospitality like they did. You telling the doctor what's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
And they just write that shit off like, oh, it's all in your head. No, fuck you. It's not all in my head, because I wouldn't be here today.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, don't leave your doctor's office until you are satisfied. Because I don't give a fuck if you're paying with Medicaid or if you're paying with cash. Don't leave the doctor's office unless you are satisfied with your visit. So I used to have doctors all the time. I tell them, look, sometimes my chest, and this is when I was a kid, like 7 years old. Sometimes, I'll run, and then when I stop running, my chest is like beating real fast, but then I feel faint. So the doctor kept saying to my mom, "Oh, she just has anxiety." No, my mom's like, she doesn't have anxiety. So what do? They send you to the therapist, right? The rapist. That's what I call them, because they rape your fucking brain.
Oh no.
So the therapist says, "Well, I don't really see that she has anxiety." So I kept complaining about this shit for years until I finally fucking fainted. And then they tell my mom, "Oh, she has a mitral valve prolapse." So how the fuck you got a mitral valve prolapse from anxiety?
From anxiety.
That's
Where
what
did
I
you
keep
get
telling
your
people.
license from, sir? Revoke.
I keep telling people that suffer from anxiety issues, you need to get your heart checked. That's it. Get your heart checked. You may not, your body will always react. And if you feel a certain way, the doctor will always send you to a fucking therapist, and I don't get that. I'm not leaving this hospital until you check my heart, right? So I could have died again. I don't really think I was supposed to be here this long because I know my body. And it's like when I tell a doctor that something is wrong and you're trying to write it off as it's bullshit, it's in your head, or maybe you should try changing your diet. No, fuck you. Keep me for 24 hours and do every test that you think of. So I don't think a lot of stuff is in your head. They tell you it's in your head because they don't want you. They'll say that you're a hypochondriac. They'll say that you're this, you're that. Sorry, but some of us are more in tune with our bodies than other people. I don't give a fuck about how you think about other people.
I remember telling my my OB about, you know, me possibly wanting to get my fibroids out. And this fool gonna tell me, well, you know, some women have a lot and live a pretty normal life, and some people have one or two and have the worst. I said, listen, I'm not them. I'm just giving you what I experience. I'm telling you how I feel. I don't know what Susie Q and Donna B be doing, but this one right here hurt.
Yeah.
Like you can't give me based off of statistics, some old ass statistics from other people, because those are other people. And they're other people for a reason. They're not me.
That also goes to the whole situation with Black women and when they give birth. Why? We are in America. Okay. We have, quote unquote, the best doctors here. There are more Black women dying from childbirth or childbirth related issues than there are any other race. And that's all because you have doctors, OBs, that just don't want to handle, in my opinion, a Black birth. Like if I would have known Erykah Badu was into that shit, I would have had her deliver Gina. But,
I notice a lot of young women are interested in becoming doulas.
yeah, because when you, I don't know if you've ever participated in somebody giving birth.
No.
That is the most disgusting, but beautiful.
I like how you did that.
Beautiful, this good, beautiful. Like it's.
No, tell it what it is.
You are bringing life into the world. You are the first person, like, you know, when you see that person when they turn 18, I brought you into this world. Like I literally pulled you out. I held you. I clipped your umbilical cord. You are here because I had something to do with it. You were, you know, going through birth. So it's all consciousness. So if you are stressed out like I was, you know, I felt like some nurses, which I hate to use this as an example, but Caribbean nurses are the biggest dickheads I've ever met in my life. You know, I'm in labor. I'm telling this bitch that my back is hurting me. And she's like, oh, you know, you're going to have to breathe. No, fuck you. Get the doctor. Okay.
You better.
If I am having a cesarean and it is planned, why the fuck am I in pain? That's the shit, right? Now you have these nurses, they just don't have any bedside manner. And this is in the Bronx mostly. I had just given birth to Gina and, you know, I'm like the most ghetto mom ever. So I asked this bitch, I said, look, so Gina's looking at me. I'm looking at her. She's on my chest and I'm like, yo, what up?
Yo, what up? Really?
I dead ass said that. I said, yo, what up? Like, I'm mom. Yo, you. Nice to meet you. I don't know what to do now, right? I just don't know what to say.
Okay, what's next?
Here comes this bitch grabbing up on my tetas. I said, what are you doing? Oh, she needs to eat. I said, what milk do you see? Because this ain't it. I don't have nothing here. So what? She has to feed on you so that the milk can come in. I said, okay, well, there ain't no milk. So can you get the Similac? Oh, no. We don't encourage that. The fuck? I'm like, this is what aggravates me. You'll have some mothers that don't want to breastfeed. They don't
Or
want,
can't.
not even, yeah, they can't breastfeed. But I will tell you from my own mouth, breastfeeding will totally turn you off when you're trying to get into the hippity dippity. Because now your whole mindset
Not the
is
hippity dippity.
when you're trying to do the hippity dippity, you're like, look, these are off limits. Okay. Because I remember what I had to do with these things. And
I felt teeth.
I felt teeth, gums, like razor blades on my shit. So I personally cannot get with that. That's why some, I love it when a man plays with my breasts. I'm like, see, I had strangers playing with my breasts, okay, touching my shit, trying to milk me like a cow. I wasn't happy with that. And that's why I say Caribbean, like nurses, they have no bedside manner at all. If they were nice about it, like, look, we encourage this because we want to have mom and baby bonding. See, now I understand.
Now I can try to give you a little something.
But I'm like, I just got finished with surgery and you're ripping my clothes off. What's up with this?
And trying to grab and try to cop a feel.
Yeah, and then get a nasty attitude, right? So after, like most mothers, a month that you're in, I did not want to breastfeed anymore. I didn't want to breastfeed anymore. And that was because I was taking heart medication. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says. They're like, oh, it's not going to go into the milk. I don't trust that. This is heart medication.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I don't want to give my child my milk because I'm taking this medication. Like, this bitch says to me, that's selfish. I said, selfish? Took my child from me and says, mother, look at your baby. Your baby wants your milk. Get the fuck up out of here. Get out of my house, bitch.
You don't.
But again, no bedside manner. They sit here and they like try to make mothers feel so guilty because they don't want to breastfeed. I don't think that that's right. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. And I just have a question because once again, I have no chaps. What is the cutoff time to stop breastfeeding?
On the breast, I would say 1, because after a while, you kind of talking and shit. I don't need you talking to me while you got my niblets. But
1-year-old got teeth by now.
I know some moms that stop breastfeeding when they're 1 and then they'll pump until they're 2 or 3. I mean, mommy milk is the best milk. I will say that. But you guys have no idea if, you're pregnant and you just like, oh, finally, after this pregnancy, I can't wait to have a Taco Bell. And you're like, great. And you have Taco Bell. And then you're chilling. Oh, I feel great. I feel normal again. And then your baby has your milk. And then you're up all night because your baby has gas.
Because you ate that chalupa.
You're damn right. And they didn't, and they don't think about that shit. That's why some moms I'd be looking, oh, I'll just pump and dump, but I'll have a glass of wine. Now that's selfish.
I didn't think you were supposed to do that while you're in the breastfeeding stage.
Whether
you're pumping or not.
You can have a glass of wine, but you have to pump and dump. Wow. And I was like, I'd rather be that bitch and say, I'm good, I don't drink, and have a nice day. I couldn't drink coffee, couldn't drink none of that. But again, hospitals, doctors, nurses, there is an application, there's an app that allows you to find a Black doctor. It could be a male or female. We need to start going to our own. We have to. I have seen girls who are Black, who are like 18, 19, and doctors telling them, when they're pregnant, they have to check them to make sure that they're not dilated and stuff, and they're crying and stuff. I literally heard a doctor say to a young girl, you wasn't crying when he put the baby in there, were you?
Wait a minute. That ain't it.
Deadass.
That ain't it.
White doctor, too. And
trash.
And the mom was just standing there in shock because I was like, look, I was just looking at her while I'm in labor. I'm like, look, don't do it. Let them talk their shit. So if that's how they're thinking, If that is how they are thinking, then I definitely don't want them to touch me.
Absolutely not.
So get your black doctors, get your black OBs, get your black phlebotomists, get them mofos.
For blah, blah, blah.
We need to start supporting our own, because these doctors, they're very ruthless. They don't care. You know, I listen to how they talk to black people, and sometimes they just, you know, it's just another, like, they treat us like they're in Africa or some shit. Like, okay, all right, bye. I took a look at you. You're fine. Goodbye.
Hospitals are like everything else. It's a business.
Yep.
They want you to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back, just to tell you some BS to get you out the way for a couple of days. Then you're coming back. Next thing you know, you've got hospital bills 4 pages long, and for what?
Yeah.
It's a trap.
You're right. It's a fucking trap. And black people that are seeing psychiatrists, please see a black psychiatrist, because a lot of people are on medication that is supposed to be on a temporary basis, and they're on it for years and then develop an addiction, and then there's nothing out of that. Now you're an addict.
And you can't focus.
Not at all.
You can't even live normal life unless you have these pills.
You can't. And they are making us dependent. You know, there's a lot of black women I've actually spoke to that said that they are terrified to tell a doctor that they feel depressed, that they are terrified to tell a doctor that they have suicidal thoughts, because you already know that their main go-to is to put you thrown up into some psychiatric ward so that they can dig up more issues. And that's why I said therapist means the rapist, because they rape your brain.
Then they're ready to put you on Prozac.
Yep. They put you on medication that will affect your other issues like kidneys, liver. I'm like, we need to start seeing our own people.
Yesterday, I was watching I've been on a documentary kick lately. Yesterday, I was watching a documentary about Nina Simone. And if you haven't seen it, please look at it. It's called What Happened, Nina Simone. And for those that don't know who she is, like, she is one of the I don't want to call her a civil rights singer, because she was famous well before that, but you would notice her music was more prominent during the civil rights movement. So after that, and she was in a very abusive relationship, but she wrote in her diary that she loved pain, and she stayed with her husband. She loved him, but he would beat on her and this, that, and the third. And then she would go on stage like nothing happened, like Ike Tina Turner type deal. And one day, her husband recalls that they were in the dressing room, and she was putting shoe polish in her hair. And she was just in a daze, babbling incoherently and all this crazy shit. So then they had to pop her a pill and take her on stage. And once she was on stage, she was fine. But after she got off stage, that's when, you know, her moods changed. She contemplated suicide. Her daughter, you know, who she left while she was, you know, trying to find her peace. She went to Africa, then she went to Paris, then she went to Switzerland, and she left her child. Her child was like, you know, for a long time, I didn't know what was going on with her. And that's when the term manic depressive came in. And they gave her the first, what turned out to be like pretty much one of the first medications for depression.
What,
So
like lithium or something?
it was a long ass word. It wasn't lithium. But so after she had come to some sort of sense of herself, she started to act, quote, more normal. But the doctor told her husband, like, look, this might improve her mood, but her sensory, the stuff that she knows how to do so well, she might lose that over time. So it's either deal with the fact that she's going to be zombified in a little while, or deal with the mood swings, deal with the erratic behavior, deal with the suicide, just deal with that. I said, wow.
But but there is no secret to say that there is most musicians, most of them are bipolar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you know what? That's what used to aggravate me, because people used to always try to throw that narrative. And I was like, look, there's all different types of bipolar disorder. You have some
Mhm.
people that are high functioning, they live their daily lives.
Mhm.
But then they have some days, like most people, are better than others. And then you have other people that get into the manic state where, they kind of sound like Kanye West. Like they can move mountains, they can climb the Eiffel Tower, like they can do all this crazy shit. And then you have
Right.
to remind them that, look, you're going through a manic episode, and then they become so like drowsy and like it took all their every ounce of energy
Everything.
they had.
Yes. Yes.
And Black people, especially, and this is what therapists don't understand, because, I used to deal with a lot of people that go to therapy. We are the most depressed people, whether we like to admit it or not, because of our color. We are going through every day psychological changes. We're seeing our people getting murdered. We're seeing our people getting killed. We are being exposed to all of these negative things that is kind of creating a lot of mental health issues in Black people.
And you know what? I see a lot more young Black people, especially Black women, are coming out, speaking out, saying that they suffer from depression. At one point, I'm not going to lie, at one point, I just thought everybody was just saying it just to be saying it because they heard that someone else had the same symptoms and someone had the same this. Like, oh, well, I had that too, so I must be depressed. And for a minute, to me, it just seemed like a wave that everybody was just claiming that they were depressed. But
Yeah.
then it was like, more and more people was like, look, I have these days where I don't want to move. I don't want to deal with people. I just detach myself from the world. I don't touch my phone. I disconnect. And it's okay to not be okay. And that sounds kind of cringy to say that, but it is okay not to be okay.
It is.
Just get the proper help that you need. Don't just go to the first person and take that at face value. Get second, third, fourth opinions if you need.
Right.
Talk to someone else who might deal with the same thing. So, you two can like help each other in a way. Don't just bottle that shit up, because that's going to eat you from the inside. And then you're going to end up hurting yourself.
It's
and
like
doing
you become a time bomb.
Right. And you're going to end up doing something drastic that's going to hurt everybody around you.
But I do want to say that, especially I've been seeing a lot of this lately on my Facebook. I don't think, especially, well, if you're a parent and you're going through something, I don't think you should be expressing your mental health issues online.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are past that. There are literal apps where you can speak to a mental health care professional as long as you have your insurance information handy. When you go online and you start talking about you can't take it anymore and you hate your life and this is not this and that is not that and you want to take your life tonight, it's happening tonight. And I'm just like, look, you're not thinking about the long-term effects of what you put online. Because a parent that is going through a mental health crisis, it could be temporary. Like a lot of people, they don't realize that you're making permanent decisions based off of temporary circumstances. And going online and saying that you're going to take your life not only alarms people. We know that this is a cry of help because I have two constituents, people that I have known, rest their souls. They did not make an announcement and say, I'm hanging it up. Some of them even reached out and said, hey, I didn't reply. And I feel guilty for that. they don't ever say, I'm going to kill myself. They don't say that.
Right.
They make one final attempt, and it's never a paragraph. Hey, I'm going through something. I'm really depressed. It doesn't work like that. They will just say, hi, hey, nice picture. And you may write it off as whatever. Next thing you know, you're getting an invite because they're having a memorial service. And then you're sitting back and saying to yourself,
Well, she just texted me a couple days ago.
and I have a lot of messages like that. And it breaks my heart. And sometimes I say, now when people hit me up in the DMs, if I know you, and you're like, hey, what's up? I reply, I'm not Hollywood and I'm not bougie. I care about everybody. I care about everybody's life. I care about everybody's livelihood. I care about your success. I care about your mental health. If anyone on my friends list feels like it's the end and you need a friend, it's not going to be on me talking you off of the ledge and then moving on with my life. We have created a bond at that point because you reached out to me at your lowest point. And I have been at my lowest point a couple of times in my life, and I never told anybody. And now that I'm at a point where I'm very positive and excited about life and happy, I have my days. But my biggest downfall for myself, which I already know, is that when I get upset or I get hurt or bothered, I engulf myself in work.
Mm-hmm.
That
Distract
is
yourself.
very dangerous to do that.
Very much so.
And people have said, oh my God, Minx, you're the most hardest working bitch out here. I'm like, could it be possible that I am hiding from reality by engulfing myself in work? And
Some people need those distractions. I mean,
everyone handles it differently. I've always felt like if I'm busy, I don't have time to think about shit. But if you are alcoholic, if you smoke weed, if you smoke crack, I don't know what it is. That's all temporary fixes. It's not going to, you're going to wake up the next day and your issues and problems are still going to be there. So you need to, even if you don't want to go to a therapist, because there's a lot of Black people that don't believe in going to a therapist. They're like, what? We handle that shit as a family issue. No.
And also we have to break that, what we call generational curse.
Yep.
By saying we handle this in the family. But when you say handle it in the family, all it is people sitting around you telling you ain't nothing wrong with you. It's in your head. You're just acting crazy. Go on out there. Stop doing this. Stop acting like that. They don't understand. They don't understand that.
They gaslight it and
very much.
I've heard like families, like I've had friends that were depressed that told their parents, look, mom, grandma, whatever, I'm depressed. I cut myself. Black people. And this mom told her son, Black people don't cut themselves. That's a white person thing.
Wow.
Are you serious?
I can't. If there's a knife or a piece of glass or a box cutter somewhere and I want to hurt myself, I'm going to do it. Like, come on now. I don't have to.
It's like my mentality was that, why would you tell your child that
that's a white person thing?
It's a white person's thing. It's not a white person's thing. Suicidal ideologies is not a white person's thing. Like a lot of people used to disguise like getting tattoos and shit. That's because they were too afraid to actually take a knife and cut themselves. They just get the tattoo. And when I used to say to people, why are you getting a tattoo? I like the pain. That's suicidal ideology. You're not getting a tattoo for the art of it. You're getting a tattoo because you like the pain from it, but you're trying to mask it by calling it art.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people that do that. That's why I don't like with Black people. I'm like, we need to stop saying shit is white people shit.
We need to normalize that mental health is a thing. You have to take care of yourself first and foremost. If that means you have to stop talking to your friends for a couple of days, and if they don't understand, okay, so be it. If you have to detach yourself from everybody and just immerse yourself in work for a little while because that's the way you cope, do what you have to do, but still talk to someone, vent. You have to vent or write or do something. Just let it out.
Go to your priest. Go to somebody that is really going to help you, because there are therapists out here that are just pill pushers. They don't want to hear shit. They just want to prescribe.
Yeah, no.
But
Mm.
I just want everybody to know from the RTIM show, we are all ears. We are here. And I say this because I've been seeing it a lot lately. And
Same.
and it's so weird how this all ties in together, because hoarding and all of that is all psychological. When you keep shit, don't throw shit out. It's psychological. So we're all just taking the psychological temperature and letting you guys know that you're not crazy. It's okay to say you need help. There is a suicide hotline you can call. There are people that care about you. Don't feel alone in this. And if we have to use our platform to let you know that you are in a loving space, RTIM show is here for that. And we are here for you.
Most definitely.
But I'm just saying.
Because I've had to talk someone from hurting themselves, and that's a very I'm not gonna say life altering, but it was something I've never come across before, and it kind of scared me because number one, where he was doing it, number two, when he was doing it, and number three, I didn't know what to do. See, that's the thing. We don't know, like, there's no protocol to, if I walk in a room and I see you with a blade in your hand, there's no protocol. Oh my gosh, who am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Da, da, da. Like, there's no handbook on how to talk somebody from not slicing their vein open.
Right.
And when we finally got him to not hurt himself, the first thing we did, and most people would say, oh, you good? Oh, all right, and go about their business. But the first thing we did after we all, encouraged him and talked him from that traumatic event, we all hugged him and let him know that he was, that he was loved, that he was appreciated. Because, when you are a child from the church, you have so much weight on you.
Mm-hmm.
You have expectations to live up to. And sometimes being a PK, you don't know how to deal with that because your father's a very popular guy. And so they know your father and all this stuff. And there's so much pressure going to college and this, that, and the third. I'm just sick and tired of everything. And he pulled out the razor blade from his band uniform and he did one of these numbers. I said, if you don't put that shit down, like, I got scared. I said, put it down. Like, don't look who you're getting ready to hurt in the process.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking about yourself right now. This is not the time to think about you. Think about your sister is down the hall. We're getting ready to go on a band competition, and you're sitting in here getting ready to open your vein up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, come on now. So the first thing we did after we talked him down, everybody gathered around him and hugged him.
Yeah.
And just to let him know that that it was okay for him to cry on our shoulder, that he was loved, he was appreciated, that he was, I hate the word valued, but he's very valued. And right now he's living a pretty productive life. He's happy.
Yeah. Again, we have to encourage people and let them know that this is all of this stuff that everyone is stressed out about is temporary. It's
Black
not
people, y'all got to normalize hugs and telling your family that you love them. You got to get into the habit of that. Please tell your people you love them because you don't know what they're going through. And you'll never know when you will never get that chance again. So like when at the end of every show, when I say, please check on your people, let them know that you love them, even when you don't, I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to stop saying that because we have to normalize that. Like, hey, Minx, I love you. Hey, such and such, I love you. It's okay. Men, you can say it. It's not gay. Like, stop trying to hyper masculinity and all that. Stop. Just, hey, bro, I love you. Hey, sis, I love you. It's okay. Those 3 words will mean a whole lot to someone who needs to hear those words. You'll never know until you say it.
And you got to check up. You always check. Just check on your loved ones. That's it. You don't even have to go too crazy. A hello is nice. You don't have to have a fucking weekly.
A whole conversation. No, you don't have to do all
You
that.
don't have to have a weekly conference. It's just, hey, I'm just checking on you, just making sure you're okay.
Do you need anything?
Do you need anything? Do you need, what do you need from me? I'm here for you. And that's it. I mean, they'll be like, look, you're weird, but thanks.
No,
I check on everybody, even my siblings that only use me. I check up on them and, I let them know that I'm here. May not be the way they want me to be, but I let them know that I'm here because, and it's always a person that's doing the checking that may need to be checked.
Yeah.
Because nobody ever calls me to say, hey, Minx, besides you, hey, Minx, is everything okay? You all right? Because they assume that what they see, I'm doing a Random Talk Indie Music Show, doing the Minx Show podcast. I got merch. I got this. I got playlists. You know what I'm going through personally because you ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my own family doesn't know, and that's
in our care.
Yeah, I value my internet friendships more than my personal people that I know because my personal people, they don't give a fuck, and I know they don't give a fuck. It's one of those situations that they're holding on just in case you blow, just in case. So they knew you and they grew up with you.
Yeah, Mix is my cousin and them.
Like, whose cousin? Because
I don't know you.
Who were you? I will be the same Hollywood bougie bitch y'all think I am now. It's going to be maximized by 100%.
They honestly think that?
Yes, they do. I've heard it through the grapevine. And
because of who your father is, or just
no? This is relatives.
Wow.
Relatives. I'm like, we are family. So me being me, I literally said to myself, like, after I'm finished working, besides my cousin Darius, we're working on Hustle Culture. My cousin D Saib, after I finish his video, I ain't fucking working with family. I'm not working with y'all. And I'm putting y'all on notice. You're on notice. I'm not working with family after this because family, and we're gonna dedicate an episode about this, about working with friends and family. It's worse than supporting a black business because y'all want discounts and shit.
And it's free.
Free, working on discounts, hey, you got the rest of the payment. I got you. Everything is I got you. We're going to have a discussion about this because your friends also have bills. And when you sit there and we go all out and we go crazy and we're looking out for you, no one is looking out for us. And that's why I say from this point on, after I finish my little projects that I'm working on, I don't expect anybody with the last name Charles or the last name Waters to come at me and ask me for shit because the answer is going to be no. And then it's going to be block. And I'm not going to go back and forth with people. And this is what makes me laugh. I could talk all the shit that I want. Knowing that you motherfuckers who claim that you support me are not going to be here. And you're not going to be listening. And you're not going to be tuned in. And I'm not making a clip.
No, that's when they start to listen. By then it's too late. You already said what you wanted to say.
I'm not doing that. Because I said even back then when I was dropping diss tracks by name, by people that claimed that they support me, Minx, that song is hot. Oh, but did you hear the verse when I told you to go fuck yourself? You didn't hear that? So that's in my life. I today was a big day of realization that life is short and you allow your stress. We allow it. Because we so desperately want everybody to rock with us and think we're cool and think that we're amazing. And people are just in the background just talking their shit and thinking it won't get back to you. That's why I'm happy that I'm at the place that I'm at. And it was a rude awakening today. But I said, all I need is me and my little one and Gino and my people that support and rock with me because I'm not kissing no more ass.
Sometimes, in my later age, I later find out that it's okay to just like block people from your life and be okay with it. Me being me, if we ever fall out, I don't know you tomorrow. I don't. Well, did you used to rock with Minx? Who that bitch? I don't know her.
I'll
Who?
beg you back.
You what?
I would beg for you back.
No, don't beg. You ain't got to do all that.
Please.
Like we would have to fall out like heavy. We would have to fall. That's the one thing that I do treasure in the few friendships that I do truly have, because, and it's true what they say. If you're friends with people, well, we haven't nearly reached that yet, but they say if you're friends with people longer than 10 years, then that's, a pretty dope friendship. And the one friendship that I do have, we've been friends for going on 12 years. We've never fought. We've never argued. I'm able to say what I want to say. If I don't agree with the situation, she says what she wants to say. If she don't agree with the situation, and we cool. We meet up, we eat, we drink, we chill, we good. We don't call each other every day. Like, she surprised the shit out of me when she FaceTimed me for the first time in ever. We
Wow.
don't have to talk every day, but when we do, it's like we never missed a day. And when our friendship, like, we've only been friends for what? Going on a year?
I would say it would probably be like, I would say I was like Facebook stalking.
Creeper.
2 years, and then I was watching your show, and then you were watching mine, and then we were like, hey, what are you about? And then we came about this relationship.
Well, see, I think the reason why our dynamic is the way it is because, like, we're like-minded people, despite the fact that Aries.
I'm fucking goofy as fuck, and
But I'm goofy too, and that's just what makes it more fun.
But you keep me grounded. You know what I'm saying?
I have to be the balance to someone's life.
Well, yeah, you're a Libra. The scale.
Yes, of course. But sometimes I pick up on vibes, and I know when something's wrong. I'm not always right, but I pick up on vibes. I know when something's wrong. I know when something's bothering. I know when you need to talk, you need to vent.
Something's off.
Something's off, and sometimes I can. Minx is not right. Something. Let me text this bitch. See if
Like Call of Duty at 4 o'clock.
Hey yo, you need some body bags and a shovel? You good?
Call of Duty at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Your Xbox told on you, and I got it on my TV. I said, why is she still up?
Yep.
Call of Duty. Oh, she's shooting some shit. Let me see what she got going on here.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes it's good to check on your friends. It's not to be nosy. Hey, girl, what's up? How you and your man doing? And you ear hustling. Like, sometimes, like, hey, yo, you want to talk? You good? You need something? Body bag, lime, shovel, chains, cinder blocks. You need anything? Like, you just, it doesn't cost to be a good friend.
Doesn't at all.
It doesn't cost to be a true friend. And if you're just in it for your benefit, what you can get out of somebody, and then use up that friendship and then throw it away like shit never existed, you was never a friend. But like you said, we are going to dedicate an episode about business versus personal relationships. We got to talk about that too.
Friends with benefits.
Or no. Because I will cut your ass off quick. Don't have me. Don't string me along for the ride, and then we fall out, and then it's like nothing ever. I don't know you. I've never heard of you. I will block you from everything out of my life. I will delete everything. Anything that's got to do with you, it's gone.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And then after a couple days, you feel that stress lift and disperse. Mm-hmm. It's the best feeling ever. You got to try sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Got to try sometimes. How long we been live? We kind of lost. Really?
Yeah, got on the 8, I think 8:15.
Oh shit. Well, look, we're gonna cover this last topic because I think we really need to talk about this real quick. We'll just save the other. Yeah, we'll save the other two for Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, we'll save the other two for Monday. Let's see, where am I? Oh, that ain't it. Let's talk about your mans and them. Ooh, let's go ahead and talk about your mans and them, Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine and DJ Akademiks, aka Besties. They were on Instagram Live, and well, you know, Akademiks was feeling himself, talking shit about Meek Mill again. Like, bro, he ain't thinking about you. So, you know, Tekashi got a new song out called Yaya. He's dipping in the Spanish English thing going on now. I don't know what the song is. I've never heard it. Let's see. But we had heard a piece of a live that I think you brought to my attention about when Tekashi was talking about rappers with bodyguards. And the reason why rappers like well, I don't want to put Triple X Tentacion and other rappers, Pop Smoke. I hated that he spoke on the dead like this, but he did prove a good point. When these rappers get killed, the first thing they do ask, and this is what he a roundabout way said, when these rappers get shot and killed, the first thing they ask is, where's the security? Where's their security detail? And then he goes on to say, well, let me just say for the record, of course, that just because you have security, that doesn't make you, I don't like the P word, so I'm not going to say it. That doesn't make you a sissy. I'll just say that. Having security doesn't make you a sissy. Not having security kind of puts you in a vulnerable, position and this, that, and the third. He said, the last text the Triple X sent me, I don't know why he yelled the whole time, but the last text the Triple X sent me was, yo, keep your head up, move smart, and move, stay sucker free, move smart, and something to that effect. Apparently, he didn't heed to that text. This fool. But anyway, so there was a clip. Oh, this was it. Hold on, I got it right here. Yay. Let's see if they'll play it. Oh, it's been deleted. Rappers, y'all stop doing this shit. We need some clips.
Oh, they deleted it?
They deleted the live. Well, it don't stay. The Instagram don't stay on anyway, do it? Like 24 hours.
If they save it, yeah.
Well, it wasn't saved. But then Akademiks went on to talk about Meek Mill, and of course Tekashi jumped in on that as well. And Meek Mill tweeted, Akademiks is canceled because he's bad police and our culture doesn't need him. He also gassed up a lot of beef. People got killed and hurt. Never donated $1 to the culture. We're going to holler at you next run, champ, LOL. So then, Ak came back. You can't cancel nobody. Your last 4 songs flopped. The fuck what I want to post you for. I'm not in the trenches. I'm not in the trenches. I live in the suburbs. I work in Times Square. I'm not in the trenches. You can't greenlight anything. So then 6ix9ine says, Meek Mill is signed to Rick Ross, a correctional officer, and then has a distribution deal with Roc Nation. The CEO of Roc Nation is a cooperating witness that took down 2 cartels. This is what 6ix9ine said. You're assigned to a cop and managed by a rat. Now, does he have the balls or does he have some balls?
Well, I think Tekashi gonna wind up killed.
I think he's going to get hurt.
He's gonna get killed, and so is Akademiks. He'll be the first blogger that get popped.
I just want to know how and why Act exists. Like you said, like what did he do prior to Complex?
I have to look at his Wikipedia page because all I see is Dick Ryder.
Oh well. And what was that video with Tekashi in the bathtub playing with a Ken doll? What was up with that?
I want to know who filmed that.
He did. He's in the bathtub like this with the Ken doll.
No, I think Academics was in that tub with him.
Shut your ass. Hold on. I know I tagged you in it. I can't find it now. You was like, I'm sorry, what?
What is this shit? Like, I felt like I stepped into YouTube land and saw some shit that I was not supposed to see.
I don't. He put it up there. He had put it up there. I need to find it or else. Oh, shout out to everybody that's been following me on Twitter. I don't be getting. Oh, here it is. Oh, here.
I'm straight gaming time. It's really a hot boy summer. It got me in my fucking bag, nigga. Yo, that bitch over there looking bad. I'm on that. We on that. What's up? Like, yo, come here. Let me holler at you. Get over me, girl. Stop touching me.
Okay, wait a second. Whoa. Did you see the whole video?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Okay, I stopped when he was playing with the Ken doll, but apparently, ladies and gentlemen, here's wow. 6ix9ine, you wildin'. This fool here got his chain medallion in the tub. Who was recording this shit?
That's why I said I think Academics.
Oh my God.
He was there. He was the smoking bullet.
He was the shooter in the grassy knoll.
Yes.
Oh Jesus, yo, y'all crazy. I can't. I just can't not. I don't have the energy to can. DJ Academics, I don't know what it is that you do with your life, but you need to stop beefing with people that you have no energy to fight. Cause you don't know Meek and you don't know who Meek knows. Just because he's not of that life anymore, he knows some folks. He's from Philly. He knows some folks that know some people that know some people. You could take music out of it.
Yeah,
you can get yourself hurt.
His job is to blog. We don't ask you to inject yourself. Like, he's like Forrest Gump right now, just trying to be part of history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
Once they suspended him from Twitch and Complex suspended him, they should have taken his Twitter account, his Instagram, erased him from the face of the earth.
Factorino.
But hold on, let me see. Where's the Wikipedia? Let's see. YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Tube. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia. See, that's how unimportant you are.
He ain't shit.
Oh, hold on. He has no Wikipedia? Even Tekashi 6ix9ine got a Wikipedia.
Yeah, I don't think they give Wikipedias to dick writers.
They have something on Everpedia. I don't know what the hell that is.
He must be some sort of like informant or something, because I've never heard of him since.
Let's see.
Before Tekashi.
He goes by Livingston Allen. Oh, that's fun. Jamaican American entertainment media personality. He covers various hip hop news and entertainment items on the radio and on social media. His videos are composed of audio commentaries layered on top of stitched together GIFs. Let's see. He went to Rutgers. Got a bachelor's in biomathematics.
He has a bachelor's in dick riding.
And eating. From Spanish Town, Jamaica, by way of New York, New York. No, dog.
Yep.
You're making Jamaicans look bad right now.
That ain't it.
That ain't it at all. Oh, well. What can we say, y'all? Them two.
You know what? He's an informant. A lot of these bloggers. That's why there's no hip hop blogs. That's why because everybody wants to inject themselves into.
Look at him.
Culture.
Look at him.
Yeah, looking like I miss my baby. 6'9". Oh, 6'9".
Okay. That ain't it. Oh shit. Anyway. Yeah, we have been on here going on 2 hours.
We made it count.
We made it count. We do want to apologize for the late, for the late entry, but we gonna be here, damn it.
We gonna be here, and we're gonna be doing our show on every platform if it's whatever we feel like
if it's feasible. You still on Station Head?
Yeah, shout out to everybody on Station Head. Y'all mofos are the best. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And people are just tuning in and listening, and that's cool. I don't mind that,
Yeah,
I don't mind that at all. So
I don't have to go above and beyond.
Yeah. Thank you. Some people was throwing up some M's too, which was dope.
I don't know. See, like we said, we're gonna try to take over one social media app at a time.
Yes,
one day they're gonna have to come out with like a massive ass, kind of like a restream for everything. They have to.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying an RTMP server.
Because I would like to go on Instagram from here and everything. And we did do a couple of tests and they did not look good.
Yeah.
I would have
is Lula, like I said, but Lula, they offered, I think Lula does offer a RTMP server, but everything is in the browser these days.
Yeah. But on that note, y'all, we're going to call it a night.
Unless we pop up during the weekend, we'll definitely be here.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to borrow my friend's laptop. My joint. Let me tell you what the hell happened to me today. So I'm trying to get my laptop together for my engagement Friday night, and it froze on me not once but twice, and gave me this blue error. I'm sorry, your laptop has run into some problems, and we're going to run diagnostics. Bitch, I didn't ask for that. So it clicked off on me not once but twice, and so I'm like, to hell with this laptop. I'm about to take out the RAM and take a hammer and ram it to that laptop. I'm done. It was old and refurbished as it was. It did all it could do. I think the upgrade that I put on, the virtual DJ upgrade, it killed the RAM.
You can't take it.
It can't take. So bye Toshiba. Out the window you go.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to invest in a new one soon.
You have mine. Fuck that.
There you go. Still trying to say you ain't using it?
I mean, I use it. I'm just not too excited.
You just pay for that damn laptop. You're not giving it away.
I'm getting a Mac.
No.
Getting a MacBook Pro. Well, I'm editing the music video on it. And it's so far so good, but
Yeah.
Still choppy a little bit when I'm mixing it, but it'll do.
Just hope it doesn't come out in the render. The
No.
choppiness.
Mm-mm. With the render, you have to export it a certain way in order for it to like almost like a
What's that? 4K HD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so far so good, We'll see what happens. If this doesn't work right, I'm gonna just here take this fucking laptop and leave me alone.
You know what? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we thank everybody for tuning in with us on the late edition of the Random Talking Indie Music Show. We again apologize for our late start, but we're here giving you foolery, fuckery, shenanigans, and also life lessons, apparently. Because I didn't know we was going to talk about mental health, but it needs to be said.
It needed to.
It needed to be said. So on that note, we will be back here Monday at 7 p.m. for more random talk, more indie music, more foolery, fuckery, shenanigans. And I forgot to plug this at the beginning of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have shirts. I will be designing some more tomorrow, and they're not in a store. But if you would like to purchase a shirt, just hit one of us up, and we will give you all the information. You give us your information, and boom, bang, boom, you got yourself some shirts. Head on over to rtimshow.com, hit that merch tab, get you a coffee cup, some socks. Ladies, you can get you some shirts. Once again, we don't have the men's sizes. So men, if you're interested in the shirt, hit us up. We got you from there. And get on over there to minxradio.com as well. Hit that merch tab, get you some Minx Mafia merch, hoodies, coffee cups, pins, aprons, socks, bras, drawers, boy shorts, boxer briefs. I don't know what it is. Just go and look. I'm sure you'll find something you like.
Right.
And support the hustle culture, people. If you want to become part of that, send in a picture, a small quote of what you think hustle culture means to you, your profession, and your IG handle, and your location. That is very important as well, so we can shout you out properly. Send all that over to hustleculturemag@gmail.com. Artists, please get your music in as well to rtimshow@gmail.com. Please give us your MP3s and your Spotify. If you give us anything else, guess where it's going?
Trash.
In the trash. I love this little thing. Thank you so very much. So we'll be back Monday for Mix's Manifestation Monday, where we support and or bless someone with a manifestation of their own, or we support someone else by buying a piece of their merch in solidarity of small Black-owned businesses or small businesses in general. I think today was that blackout deal.
I think it was yesterday. I think.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm late.
I didn't buy. Yeah, I didn't buy.
I didn't buy nothing. I'm broke anyway. It doesn't matter.
You're not support Black. What? I said, okay, well, I'll save some money today.
Buy Black only. Well,
Solamente.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, we out this piece. Tonight's artist is Jinx Beat. You know, he got a new joint. His it's actually a re-release because this was on SoundCloud, but he revamped it, put it on Spotify. His album With or Without is on Spotify, and also Jinx Beat goes acoustic. He's pretty good on the guitar. Check that out. And a note to self, Hellhole. Oh, he's put everything up. Okay, yeah.
What's the name of the song that you're gonna play?
Let's see. What was I playing? I'm gonna replay Jug and Jive.
Okay.
I like that track. This is called Jug and Jive by Jinx Beat. Please support your local indie artists, producers, DJs, hairdressers, weed sellers, shoe sellers, grocery stores. Shout out to the essential workers and those who are still going out here in the midst of a pandemic, because it's still out here, people. Please wear your mask. Grab this. But be sure to wash your ass as well. Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have plenty of this.
You said it's called Jug and Jive?
Yeah, it's called Jug and Jive. Jugg and Jive.
And you say it's on Spotify?
Yes, it is on Spotify. Just look up Jinx Beat and all his stuff is there.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So he's supposed to be with me Friday night to do his set. I'll have to get in touch with him and see what it is he's going to be doing. He might do an acoustic set. He might, do a show, like a couple of tracks. I don't know. But if you are in the Lynchburg area and you have nothing to do on Friday from 6 to 10 p.m., Sat Wilson Art will be at the Madison House of the Arts. I will also be in attendance, providing background noise for you guys from 6 to 10 p.m., 607 Madison Street, lower level. Come get you a nice glass of wine, some food from a food truck, take part in some art, and just kick it. Bring a mask if you feel comfortable, because I'm going to be wearing mine. And yeah, y'all just be safe out here. And as always, Black Lives Matter. Y'all already know what the deal is with that.
Amen.
So that's it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so very much. We will see you Monday. Good night.
Good night.
Whoa, yeah. Jigging a jive, jigging a jive, jigging a Jugging I drive, finessing the check, making this come up is all I detect. Mad at y'all going down just like a sunset, claiming I'm weak, but that's incorrect. So out of you littles that trying to impress, stay in your league and watch where you step. If you try and play me, you gon' get swept, cause I am a beast and one of the best. I jugging I jive, bitch, yeah, I jugging I jive, whoa. I jugging I jive, bitch, yeah, I jugging I jive, whoa, whoa. I jugging I jive, bitch, yeah, I jugging I jive, whoa. I jugging I jive, bitch, yeah, I jugging I jive, whoa, whoa. I'm a paycheck finesser who never feels pressure. A blue face investor who scores like Manchester. I spit like Sylvester, boss, hot